Okay.
Alright, good afternoon. I'm Susan. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do dill pickle chips. Now this is one of the easiest pickles you'll ever do. It only has a couple of ingredients. Of course, it's got cucumbers, and Will was kind enough to do the cucumbers for me. We sliced them on a mandolin, or you can slice them with a knife, whatever you prefer. I have some brine here. Now this is 3 quarts of water, 1 quart of white vinegar. I have some dill seed. You see right here, dried dill seed. In my canner, I've got some hot water going with some jars, because we're going to heat the jars and we're going to heat the brine. I'm going to take a jar and I'm going to put pickle slices in there, cucumbers. At this point they're cucumbers. I'm going to put some cucumber slices in there. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of dill. Now this is for pint jars, not quart jars. I only do pints. Now we're going to do some brine in here. And I'm going to pour some in there. We're going to see if we can get it up to about 1/2 inch. Okay, it's about 1/2 inch to the top. Now I'm going to take this wood skewer and I'm going to try and get all the air bubbles out of there. I'm just going to work it around here. You don't want those air bubbles in while you're canning. Okay, so
Why not? Why not?
Well, it will not can right, and it's liable to explode.
This is not good.
This is probably not a good thing. So we're going to add a little more brine to this, get it up to about 1/2 inch from the top. There we go. Now, I have this paper towel, and I've poured white vinegar on it. We're going to run it around the edges, because we don't want anything to interfere with the seal. So there we go. Then I had a lid. Here we go. Another lid. We're going to put that on. We're just going to hand tighten it. Now I'm going to put this one back in the canning kettle. It's getting heated. So far I've got 6 pints in my canning kettle. This is a Ball electric canner. You can also use, you can use just the blue galvanized canners too that you put on the stovetop. I prefer this one because I can't lift a whole lot of weight to and from the stove. So this sits on the counter and it'll come up to temp, and it also, when I'm done canning, I have this lever right here. I can just empty the water into the sink. It saves me from to and from. So I've got a hot jar here. I'm going to put some more pickles in here, or cucumbers at this point. I'm going to stuff the jar here. Alright, we're getting there. I put this, push it down a little. These are pretty big slices. We had to cut them in half. Some of our cucumbers kind of got away from us. Okay, teaspoon of dried dill. Here we go. We're going to start filling our jar with some brine. Okay. Here again, we're going to take the skewer. We're going to go down around the outside and get all those air bubbles out. Okay. And I'm going to fill the jar the rest of the way with the brine, leaving about 1/2 inch of headspace. My trusty cloth. Wipe around the edge of the jar. And I have the lids here somewhere. There it is. Put the lid on. Put it in the hot water bath. Now this water has to be at least over an inch over the head of the jars. And this is. And I've also added white vinegar to this water, and it keeps the white milky stuff off the jars. So now I'm going to put, my canner uses this lid so that it doesn't boil over. So I'm going to put that right on top so it won't boil over. And where's my lid? Here it is. Put my lid on. Now this one I'm going to put toward canning. Now this is going to come up to a boil. It has to be a rolling boil before you can start timing your jars. Once it comes up to a rolling boil on these pint jars, I do 10 minutes. Now you need to check your elevation because that's going to differ from where I am. You might have to add 2 or 3 minutes to your processing time. So we're going to bring this up to a rolling boil. I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes. Then we're going to be back with you and show you what we do. So until then, we'll see you in a few. Okay, so our timer's gone off. It's been 10 minutes after it came to a rolling boil. I'm going to take the lid off here. Set it down here. I need to take the top thing off that keeps it from boiling over. Set that down in the sink. Now, I'm going to start taking these over and putting them on a tray so they can start cooling. This is what they look like. Now these are going to have to sit in the pantry or wherever you store them for at least 21 days before you can eat them. So you have to learn to be very patient.
The virtue.
Yeah, they say it's a virtue. It's not one of mine, unfortunately. I'm not a very patient person, but I will with the pickles. Anyway, these are the easiest dill pickles you'll ever make. And maybe we'll do another pickle together one of these days. Until then, blessings to you and your family. Have a great day and a great canning season.